This is Thurl Williams, and this is microbiology, and this is week 4. We're going to start with doing the methyl red Vogus Prospera testing. I've already cleaned my area off with alcohol. I've already got all my materials out for testing. And what I'm going to start off doing now is just getting the experiment prepared to start to grow my culture. I'm going to start off by lighting my tea light, just so I can get everything sterile and ready to go into the tubes. So the first thing we're going to do is I have my E. coli, my active culture that I've already started. So the first thing we're going to do is open this up. We're just going to take it and warm it around the light. See if I can get this closer where you can see it. And just a couple of little passes over the light, just to make sure that it's heated enough. And then I am going to open up my broth that's also labeled for the E. coli. So I'm going to take the lid off of that one. And I'm going to pass it a few times just over the flame, just to get it a little sterile. And then I'm going to take one of the pipettes and just shake it off a little bit, just to make sure that it is dry and all the alcohol is out of it. Just a couple of shakes just to make sure that there's no extras in there. And what they're telling us to do is to just draw up a little of the active culture. And we're going to get the droplet, clean everything off. And we're just going to get a couple drops. And they just want us to put at least 4 drops. So we're going to go in, trying to be careful not to get any extra on the side of it. And we're going to add 1, 2, 3, and 4 drops in there. And we're going to place that out of the way. We're going to put the lid back on. And then we're going to also put the lid, and clean it off first. I made a mistake with that first one. I should have put it back in the flame, and I didn't. But we'll clean that one. Put that back on there. And then the second one is the broth that has the S. epidermidis. So again, you're going to take it over the flame, clean it off a little bit, and doing the same thing to the active culture that I've created a couple weeks ago, actually. So doing the same thing, we're going to run it over the flame, just to kind of sterilize it a little bit. And again, with the suction pipette, we're going to get all the extra out of there. Shaking it, make sure that everything is clear. And then go in, get a couple for our culture. And we're going to put in 4 drops. And that's our 4 drops. This time we'd be more careful to sterilize the lid again before I put the top back on it. And we're going to put that back where it belongs. And the same with this. And putting that back where it belongs. Okay. So that is week 4, and that is the Methyl Red and Vogus Prospera testing. So at this time, we're just going to put it back to be incubated again, and it calls for 48 hours. So today is actually Monday. It's about 11 o'clock. So you're looking at Tuesday, Wednesday, we should be able to take this out. Okay? So that's it for today's experiment. Thank you.